hijab and go from this country to that country?
Firstly, we should not accuse hijab because of someone's action. Okay? For example, now, Iran, firstly, Iran does not represent Islam. Okay? Iran does not represent Islam. Iran, they are full of shirk. They're not following the true Islam. Okay? However, doesn't mean because they are follow shirk, we have to lie against them. I'm not sure what happened exactly. Do I trust the Western media? I don't trust the Western media and everything. Western media is the same media who lied against Saddam. Yeah, I'm coming. May Allah bless you. Sabr, patient. Where are you from? Afghanistan. May Allah bless you. Firstly, is a media. Media, they can make you evil. And if you agree with them, they make you hero. So I don't believe everything they say.
Okay.
You understand? That's first. Secondly, the thirdly, and now, woman is not allowed to walk topless in Britain. You know, man is allowed to walk topless, but woman is not allowed.
Okay.
So imagine some police officers, they see a woman walking without topless, and they beat her up.
Well,
are we going to?
It's not an example.
No, let me finish. You have to let me finish. You haven't even finished. Are we gonna start protesting, allow women to walk topless because the police officer beat her and killed her because she was topless? That there's no connection between the two. Hijab is shari, is wajib, and it has nothing to do with it. And a Muslim woman, she has to wear hijab. But there is no punishment for her if she doesn't wear hijab. There's no here. With Allah, she's under Allah's punishment. I mean, she's under Allah's will. There's punishment for disobeying Allah. But Allah can forgive her or punish her, no doubt about that. But in this world, there is no prescribed punishment for a woman that doesn't wear hijab.
She must be told, and she must be advised to do it.
Yeah, she must be, yeah.
She's not in the same mood all the time.
She's saying what?
She doesn't have the same mood. She's not in the same.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, advise her, yeah.
But in terms of
speak to her nicely, advise her.
In terms of here, yeah. What is the ruling for what should they do in here for the protesters? They're from the.
I've nothing to do with them, akhi. I mean,
but
you need to advise them. What do you do?
Shouldn't you say
she should not join them. Stay away from them.
No, but it's a befitting country for them because then, you know, in Europe or in the UK, there's no hijab. What is it for them to say we want, you know, no hijab in that country? Is this the ruling in Islam that this is a befitting country for you to stay? And if you don't wear hijab, so you just stay here, and people who disagree with this, they can go to that country.
They cannot dictate to us what we do in our country. Yeah, they can't. That's hypocrisy. So they're saying we should not have hijab in our country. That's what they're saying.
Well, yes.
They tell them go to the bin. I don't care about them. We have hijab in our countries. Hijab is from Islam, and these people, they are evil.
No, the rulings of Islam, like what is it in terms of these people that they're demanding for women to protest violently, burning buildings, putting fire to the buildings. So people who are doing, for example, J.K. Rowling, Kim Kardashian, would you deem them to be criminals if they are putting forward and saying, you know, these are brave women?
Kim Kardashian is not an example. She's an evil woman, or that?
No, but okay.
I understand you correctly. The ruling is haram.
Okay.
The ruling, a woman here or a man here protesting, saying they're burning hijab, that's haram, Islamically speaking. What they're doing is haram. And they have nothing, anyone that does that anyway, he has an evil intention. He was just looking for an excuse to ban hijab. They don't have problem with Iran, they have problem with hijab, you know? Because like I said, if a police officer now kill a woman because she was topless, we're not going to protest and let woman be topless. That has nothing to do with it. What they did is wrong. Hijab is an honor for a Muslim woman, you know? I mean, what is very amazing, akhi, and shows the double standard of the Western world. They talk about forcing women to wear hijab when they are forcing our women in France to take off hijab. But no one is speaking about it.
No, forget about the Muslim women. They're forcing their own women to do things that they don't want to do.
That's barakallah, you're right.
So,
no, but I'm just showing the hypocrisy of France.
Yeah, but they don't have the right to say because they're forcing their own women to do certain things that they don't want to.
They're showing double standard of them.
In terms of, from your accent, no offense, like, you know, I'm an immigrant myself.
Yeah,
So you are from a different country?
that's right.
Okay. So what is the rulings for people who have British passport,
Yeah.
citizens of this country,
Yeah,
people who deem this country to be theirs?
yeah.
Do they have the right to demand for the basic right of freedom of speech and freedom of expression, which is azan out loud, that is prevented
Muslim
in-
ones. The Muslim ones.
Muslim, the humans who have hold the British citizenship, who has British passport,
Muslim and non-Muslim.
and they contribute to this country greatly,
Okay.
taken from being doctors,
Yeah, okay.
from being in the police force, being in other
Yeah,
sectors,
okay,
and their kids as well,
in the
being in the
government.
military and
Yeah.
in the government and the rest of it. Don't you think, as an immigrant, that I don't know whether you're an immigrant or you have a British passport. That's different.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a British passport?
Why, you coming after me?
No, I'm not coming after you.
Don't worry about
I
that.
will tell you that you must. This is your basic right. If you
Yeah,
do,
I know
if
my
they
right,
deem
don't
you
worry.
to be one of you, one of them.
Don't worry, I'm one of the Muslims.
Okay. So, don't you think that the British citizens have been denied their basic human right, which is
In Britain?
under democracy and secular system, it comes as freedom of speech and freedom of expression, that each individual has the right to be.
I mean, look, what I said to you, Akhi, firstly, look, if I do understand you correctly, yeah, in Britain, something I mentioned many times, I have to be honest. I'm not sure if you lived other countries in Europe, there is no country better for the Muslims in Europe or the Western world like Britain. In Britain, the Muslim have the rights.
Yeah,
And a Muslim can wear niqab, she can be a teacher with niqab.
I know.
I see that.
I know.
You know, as a Muslim, Allah said, وَمَا جَزَاءُ الْإِحْسَانِ إِلَّا الْإِحْسَانِ. Whatever good they do to us, we have to thank them for the goodness. We should not negate that. You have to let me finish. So, so I don't know which basic human rights Muslims don't have here. When I
call out
observe,
for prayer.
they do. In some, in our masjid, we call prayer outside.
That's not good enough.
What do you have to do? Have you got your houses?
No.
Ah.
In every mosque, I'm saying, because
But
let's say,
I
for
can't-
example, you said you gave the examples of European countries being a lot worse.
Yeah, it's much better. no doubt.
So, for example, if someone has problem in its own family,
Yeah.
should they be going to other families and say this, or should they be sorting their family first and then other people? What is the
Of course, so are your family first, then before you sort out people's family.
okay? So
Oh, for families, other
if
family
in Britain
issues.
the British citizens
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
in such circumstance that they are preventing their own citizens,
From
do
certain
they have
things.
do they have the right to be talking about another country? Because, for example,
That shows double standard, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
For example, there were people in here
Yeah.
who hold British passport, and I see them human aid, and they've gone Islamic relief and the rest of them.
That's right.
With what face are they going to those countries and helping them while they don't have, they're coming from a country, representing a country that they're not allowed to call out to prayer out loud, and they're saying we are British passport holders, we are citizens of this country, our children are in there, and we are coming to a Muslim.
Wallah, this issue I think is very complicated because why? Like I said, in our masjid we call adhan outside. In Birmingham they call adhan outside, and the government has never stopped it. In I'm not sure if you know about in the East London, Whitechapel Masjid, you can outside, you can hear it. You see. So I'm saying like these issues. I mean, I don't know where we're going to, but what I would say to you, look, no doubt there's some double standard in Britain, double standard in France, and other European countries, no doubt about that. But what I will say and conclude with, Akhi, may Allah bless you, in this country, like I said, if you know about France, Belgium, Sweden, Norway, other countries, Britain is one of the best countries for the Muslims. Muslims here, literally you can have dawah outside, you know? Yes, of course, there's other things which they fall into double standard.
No.
You know, but what I'm saying,
Shamsi, from what experience that I have had, it's very, very different.
my experience is different then.
Well,
I
the
mean, like, my
majority
exper-
of the Muslims that I have seen,
Yeah.
I was, in a way, systematically encouraged to terrorism. To this day, I've been prevented from talking and I've been segregated on my own.
Why? Because what do you say?
Telling people are saying, okay, talk, go this way, go that way, and no one speaks to me. Now,
But what
I
do
am
you do?
the
What do you
left
do?
right- Huh?
Of course, Akhi, not just in Europe, in our Muslim countries, the same thing.
No,
if you're going to propagate something which causes violence and so on, they have a right to stop you.
I have not been violent.
I'm saying
very,
if,
very
if,
clear.
I'm fair.
But there's, well, what would that do psychologically if I've segregated you from all of the humans and then say, oh, look at him, he's going to do this way, that way. I have tongue to speak.
They will cause
I have
harm to you,
ears
yeah.
to listen.
Yeah.
I have nose
But
to
you need
breathe.
this book, brother.
I'm a human.
That's the book you need. Patience and gratitude. But I just read in there, you know,
Do you think 12 years is a long time to be patient? Or?
it's a long time. May Allah reward you for your patience, akhi. But remember, Nuh 950 years, akhi.
Okay.
Nuh 12 years to 900 to Nuh is one day.
Yeah.
Nuh alayhi salatu akhi. Imagine Nuh alayhi salatu. You know what happened to Nuh? Every generation will advise the next generation that Nuh is majnoon, is mentally disturbed.
Yes, they have
And
named
don't
me
listen.
all sorts of things. I have no problem.
Don't listen to him, yeah? And you know, Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam, his own family, the best man, his own family turned against him, akhi. You don't have your own family walking around behind you on the streets and you're crazy.
No,
Prophet
but
Muhammad,
what they have done is I don't have no friends.
Prophet Muhammad
And my
was
own
walking.
family
Yeah. Abu
putting
Lahab.
me in a circumstance psychologically that I would be very, very like,
I'll pray, may Allah
angry.
make it easy for you, akhi.
then
If
my
you
own
open the
family
truth,
said-
look, if you open the truth and you haven't said nothing wrong, then that is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how to deal with the test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you look at it as, I will wait from the reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Secondly, look at yourself, what have I done? Thirdly, if Allah is testing me, doesn't mean Allah hates me. Understand? Fourthly, you know the first person to be tested, there were people before you been tested. You know, sometimes shaitan tries to make you the worst person or you are facing the worst situation. But when you investigate the other people are facing, having worse scenarios than you or me. You understand, akhi? You understand? So that's what I say to you, akhi, advice, you know. And alhamdulillah, in this country, you have a right to appeal, to have a lawyer, to defend your case. And may Allah make it easy for you. I have to go, inshallah, okay? What's your name, akhi? Karim?
Khwaja.
Huh?
Khwaja. Khwaja.
Khwaja, mashallah. You have your English, but you know, Afghani is a mix. Some look English, some look mashallah.
No, I'm from Afghanistan.
Mashallah. May Allah bless you, akhi. And may Allah make it easy for you. And night prayer and be patient, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. What's the time now?